Hello and welcome to the Banter Blitz show. I'm sorry for the somewhat late start. 6 minutes late. That's not good, but let's get started and play some games. Okay, prom night. Why not? Let's get the game started. Go d4 and then see what happens. Yeah, again, sorry for the somewhat late start. I had just finished the German show when I suddenly remembered, luckily, that I still had some laundry in the cellar that was that I should take care of, and I was just quickly going down to the basement and do that. Been away for 4.5 weeks, and that means lots of laundry to do. Alright, c5. I will take that. Happy to open up the position for my bishop ultimately on g2. Black is taking quite a long while here to move. Even though the moves are fairly normal. Yeah, black has to be very, very precise here. Because my moves are very simple. Rook d1, bishop f4, and there's a weak square on d6 and so on. There are a couple of possible problems here. Okay, so e5, bishop f4, he probably has knight to d5. a3 is a move. I think I'm going a3, but you can also simply play a knight to e5. Yeah, not sure about this. I'll play a knight to e5. Wasn't really certain here. A move like a3 or rook d1 also looked pretty good. Yeah, not sure what he's doing there. Bishop d7 maybe. That's ambitious, really. If I just take it, yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do anyway at the end, so I might as well just play it. I'm not happy with this. Somehow I think I should have gotten more out of this position. I mean, the whole line with c5 is basically bad. So I expected to have a large advantage, and I don't really think I have one. Yeah, let's go bishop f4. Knight d5. I thought knight g5 is an annoying reply, but maybe he can just go g6 and is not too unhappy here. Yeah, I'm not very satisfied. Yeah, I'm going to repeat the question that I had in the German show at the very end. So did any of you watch some of the Banter Blitz Cup? Any recommendations for matches that were particularly good or entertaining? I only watched Magnus show and the one that Jan Gustafsson did. I didn't see any other, or didn't watch any other. There anything else that is particularly interesting to watch? Yeah, I'd like to play against Hammer, but I'm not sure. Should I challenge him, or it's a little bit difficult when I'm in the middle of the show, I mean. So take this and pin. I got e4, right? What is the deal? Yeah, I liked Magnus's match. He's really an excellent commentator. I mean, that's not something that is you have to take as a given, because many strong players are not able to convey their thoughts in any sort of clarity or in any instructive manner, and he's really doing it very well, I think. Okay, so okay, now what's going on here? Yeah, this is still slightly annoying, really. How do we play this? You're right. I saw like some minutes of Oleg Sienko, and he had a very beautiful checkmate. Yeah, that was indeed very nice. This checkmate with Rook H7 at the end, that was very nice. And from what I saw, he also did a good commentary. Can I just, just want to keep my material. No reason to give him anything. Yeah, thanks for the game, Prom Night. Okay, now Florin Magnus. That is not a premium. That is not good. Shouldn't play against a non-premium. Now playing VS85. No, I'm not allowed to play non-premiums. I'm sorry. Nike Sans Huschenbait is also recommended to me. Completely forgot the theory here. Yeah, I think you can still play b5 in this position. I analyzed that in my 2015 book, but 4 years is a long time. There have been many projects in between. Yeah, that looks like a fairly normal position for this kind of line. The bishop is often going to go to b6, and then at the right moment I'm playing c4. Bishop g5 I don't think is so great, because he definitely does not want to take on f6 and give me give me the bishop pair. I looked or I started to watch 1 or 2 of those matches, but some guys were obviously rather new to the streaming thing, and they didn't have any suitable equipment, and that was at times a bit problematic, because didn't really understand what they were saying, because it was just too the sound was just too low, and I always need a little bit of a loud sound because my hearing is not great. And if there's some issue with the equipment, I'm not actually able to to watch or listen to the stream. Now, what's going on here? He wants to checkmate me on g7. This is not nice. But I can take here, right? I'm such a moron. Rook e4, he takes on f6. I'm such an idiot. And I just said that this is his idea. I still didn't react to it. That is pretty awful. Shoot. I'm completely lost. Oh my. That was silly. And also completely unnecessary. I mean, my position was pretty good. At least I didn't have any particular problem. Oh. It's going to be costly. Okay, he's giving me the e-file. That was not really something that he needed to do. Yeah, he's taking a bit of time. I mean, this is not a good move. I know he can go f5, but I have to somehow keep things a little bit complicated, at least. Try to do that. Try to take d5 if possible. Yeah, still not threatening anything at all. He's got knight f2, yeah, that's silly. I should have probably, no. Okay. Okay, maybe here where I get to take. Yeah, I can take f5. We'll probably do that. Queen d4, rook e1 is a way to blunder it away for him. Have to give him some opportunities to blunder it away. Actually, my position has, I think, improved a little bit, because where exactly is the knight going to go next? That's not totally clear. Okay, if I take this, I can take the knight, right? Rook e1 I can take with check. So he's blundered it away. Two pawns up. He's got just one check, so I can start my counter attack. Ooh. What? These are the kind of things that are absolutely people tricking me with pre-moves. This is just great, yeah. Can just take it, of course. And then I saw this, which was just too late. Now it's a draw. He swindled this into a draw. Or do I even lose? Unbelievable. Silly pre-move trick. Yeah. Sick. Yeah, it's a good trick. I mean, doing King G1. I mean, yeah. It's very real. It's you can assume that I'm playing a check on G3, Rook G3, Queen G3, and King G1 is the final try. The final try. What a silly game in more than one regard. In any case, that is costly, and I'm not going to get to 3,000 anytime soon if I'm dropping silly points like that. Okay. But this is kind of irritating. So I guess big boy RG now has to suffer. Yeah, this is actually not such a good way of playing for black. F4 now is probably rather irritating. Doesn't do it. I have this normal counterplay, but castling was maybe premature. D5 is a bit odd. Now he's not going to cover this pawn anymore. Knight b3 is a possibility, but I think I'm just taking him. I should try to bring this knight, if possible, to d6. Okay, I can also regroup this knight. And it's still not super easy because I don't have any open files. Try to activate with knight f4 here. Yeah, I'm going to take this. And now I'm ready for f5. It's still not so easy because the extra pawn at the moment does not really matter all that much. I mean, it's good to have, but it's not like the pawn is playing a particularly useful role at the moment. Yeah, I can take c4 now. I wonder if I should. It's not clear. If I take g5, you might also take d6. Maybe this is an active way to play. Yeah, I have rook h4 as an idea. If he takes d6, I can recapture, and then I'm threatening rook h4 winning. Yeah, that looks nice, actually. Okay, now takes. Yeah, let's just grab material. That also allows me to take on d5. Going for the discoveries. Yeah, I couldn't sign up for the Banter Blitz Cup because it started right when I was away on my during my travels to Slovenia and so on. So, and I couldn't really play from my place in Slovenia. I checked it again. They have improved the internet speed, but it's still not stable enough. It is actually, the speed is not too bad, but it's kind of, I'm not sure how to tell it. It's kind of jittery. It works, it doesn't work. It's kind of, yeah, it's a bit unreliable, and therefore it's not possible to do a good stream. All right, MIM64. MIM 64. No problem. VS85. I just have this, if I'm disappointed, I have this like a couple of seconds, I'm like, oh, I'm such an idiot, and then I kind of know it's just my own problem. Playing too quickly, too slowly, whatever it is. So MIM is not playing. It can always challenge me again. So what's going on here? Oops, what the heck? I just changed the... No. I just changed the language to French, which is kind of terrible. No, don't translate. I mean, French is not terrible, but I have absolutely no knowledge about this language. How on earth? What did I do here? Are there challenges? Yes. Please. Before I'm completely irritated. Is that right? Yeah, it looks good. Okay, Hans Art, the next game. Whew. Yeah, we've seen the same before. this stone wall. I'm immediately trying to set up this typical formation with the knights on d3 and f3. I'm going h4 here, preparing bishop f4. This move is slightly controversial because it also weakens g3 a little bit, so f3 is a bit more difficult to play, but I think it's good to have this opportunity to place the bishop on f4. Candidate Petzer says creeping tilt coming on. I don't think so. I feel fairly relaxed. No reason to tilt. I wonder if that was a good idea, actually. Bishop c7, I might have knight g6, but I'm not entirely sure about this. Yeah. Stopping any g5 and preparing knight d3. Yeah, MIM just challenged me again. It sometimes happens that you enter a move, but somehow it's not working. Okay, yeah, I was thinking that this could be an idea, because he definitely does not want to take, because that would expose the e-file terribly, so he basically has to move the bishop again. Taking on f3 really looks completely unplayable, as then I got the pressure against the e6 pawn. My idea is queen e5, knight f4. I have a question, by the way. Is there a football match tonight, or soccer if you are from the US? I mean, talking about Champions League or something. Is there something? Or is there even the German team also should play at some point? I think there was something. Is that tonight? I don't think so, but could be wrong. Interesting. He wants to play g5 no matter what. Ah, yes, that match against Argentina. Yeah. It's not a qualification match or anything, just a friendly match. I see. Intending knight f4. Power of Knights asks if I think that gambit lines like the Scotch Gambit, the Goering Gambit are okay for white. Well, I don't think you can. Well, it depends. There are differences. Yeah, what is the Goering Gambit? What is the Scotch Gambit? There are some of those gambit lines that I think are with best play equal, and can be tried, I think, without any particular problem. Yeah. Even though I'm not sure that I would recommend to play them. I don't think it's going to be that helpful in the long run. But there are some of those lines that are not completely bad and certainly can be tried. Some Gambit lines are dubious, but some, again, a draw often, and then you can... What the heck? I take it? Really? Takes then at f2, takes... Yeah. But if I do this... I mean, I can attack this first and then take it. I mean, the Scotch Gambit, for example, there are some lines that transpose into the Italian game, which are fine. Some true Gambit lines are just not great, I think. It really depends. The Göring Gambit, I don't think is that great, because black can easily decline it with a good game or take it with a good game. Yeah, thanks for the game, Hans Art. Now I'm winning a piece for pretty much nothing. So there are there are differences there. Ultimately, you also simply have to see if it is a matter of just optimizing results, or if you want to have a particular kind of game on the board. Some of the Gambit lines are objectively bad and will probably hurt rating in the long run, but yeah, there are some other considerations here, of course. If you like a particular kind of play, it's maybe worth trying out. If it would just be for objective value, openings like the King's Gambit would be completely out of business. I mean, it's just a bad opening. But people just play it, I think, for entertainment value in many cases. Okay, now he castled. Yeah. Okay, now h3 and g4 is an idea. It seems that he wants to play bishop d8 to c7. That seems to be one point of his play. There's a book question by Candidate Petzer. Candidate, my English is bad. Candidate Petzer, sorry. And it is, how long does it take to learn? A chess book is selling well. When will I hear whether the Kiss D4 is being received well? That's a good question. If we look at Keep It Simple E4, which is already released for about a year, I only got a sales information about the 2 month in 2018, but I have no clue about the sales in 2019. It's I think from what I heard, it was selling quite well, but it is not a huge factor, honestly. because with the print book you earn so little money per copy that it will never reach Harry Potter dimensions, yeah? And therefore I mostly write the print books because people still want to have a physical book, and not because I think I'm earning much money with that and I'm selling many copies. I mean, it's just like people still want that, so I think it is reasonable to still offer this format. Okay, now I should try to win this game. Yeah? Maybe double against b7. That could be an idea, right? f5, I play g5. I don't see how he keeps b7. Mineriva asks, what about Chessable books? Are you involved in any upcoming Chessable books? Yes, I am. There are 2 books actually coming out that I'm involved in. The first one is an opening repertoire book against 1d4 based on the Nimzo-Indian and the Rogozin defense of the Queen's Gambit. It will, however, also feature other lines that white may play, like the London system or even one knight f3. This is a cooperation between 2 authors. I'm one of them, obviously, and the other one is FIDE master Daniel Barish from South Africa. Daniel is I think 18 or 19, still very young. FIDE master, promising player, and he started this project, and at one point it was I suggested to also do a Nimzo repertoire, and then they told me, we already have a good one. Are you interested in a cooperation? So we basically teamed up on that book, and it will be released next week actually. And the other project on Chessable that I'm involved in is a full repertoire against 1e4, and that is based on the Sicilian, featuring the opening repertoire of Magnus Carlsen. Yeah, so I'm going to release a Sicilian repertoire based on the Sveshnikov, and this is going to be released in November 25th, to be precise. Okay, the next game, Mineriva just had asked a question. Yeah, candidate Patzer, keep it simple, d4 print should come out in November, you say, North America. Maybe, I'm not completely sure, because this was the original release date, but I submitted my script a little bit too late, and there might be a delay. I'm not completely certain. And I have forgotten this, of course. I analyzed this for the Nimzo-Indian, for the Sicilian repertoire, of course. And I'm not sure that I did it right. No, there is no Queen's Gambit accepted repertoire in the works. Currently not. I think it's interesting opening, but I have not yet decided if I will do a QGA repertoire at some point. I dismissed it for the moment because I thought that the interest in a Sicilian repertoire based on Magnus is just going to be the more popular choice. All right, so what's this? Do I have problems to stop that pawn? Maybe even? Huh. Yeah, now I get to blockade it on c6. Yeah, there are some books on the QGA, but they're really outdated. The Rizzitano book that is mentioned is really old. Yeah, now I'm ready to play King e65. And then I can think about picking up the pawn. Or just get the king side rolling. Rolling. Now this is all covered and I have got knight d2 coming. They have 3 pawn. It's just going to be a big problem. Yeah, it's just falling. He can play f4, but I think I'm just taking this and then play knight e4 next. Then the f pawn will run. Yeah, thanks for playing Minerva. Okay, now Pirinos Floga. That's a tough one. What is I mean, you can try to in some way simplify your life in many opening variations. I mean, there are some non-starters. Keep it simple. Elegance defense is probably not the easiest way to do it. But you can play e4, e5 or Sicilian in some lines for sure that is reasonably simple to manage. Yeah, a bit of an odd move order, but we somehow reached a fairly normal King's Indian type of position. In some way, playing e4, e5 would be the most logical way to do it if you want to keep it simple, because it's the most classical way of playing, and in many cases, I think you can get by with just classical principles where you don't really need to know all that many variations. It is a bit of a you have to make some decisions there. If you play e4, e5 and want to keep it simple, for example, it probably doesn't make much sense to play a super principled line against stuff like the King's Gambit. Yeah, if you want to keep it simple, there are ways to equalize easily against the King's Gambit, and you should probably do that instead of trying to refute it. This is something that would make sense, just to be practical about it. Also, in lines like the Ruy Lopez, you can choose reasonable sidelines. So there are ways to simplify it. And what Prom Night is saying is definitely true. Yeah, I think that depending on your level, it is oftentimes more important and beneficial to study something else than an opening. That is definitely true. I think as often in chess, it depends. Yeah, what I think is definitely helpful is studying like complete games from openings that you play, to understand typical ideas, or find model players, yeah, that are particularly strong in the openings that you play, to get those complete games and see how they actually handle this. So I think if you study openings in terms of or in connection with middle game plans, pawn structures, connect this to the openings, then it makes sense. Against the Ruy, I mean, there are lines like that are easier to learn, and many others, like, let's say, the Steinitz deferred is not a bad line, or there are lines with quick bishop c5, which are not like super simple, but they are much easier to manage than let's say a Breyer mainline, or a Marshall attack or something like that. Like if you want to learn the Marshall, this is just a bit too much. Okay, now how do we do this? It's not really threatening to take. Yeah, maybe I can just improve this a little bit. Okay, now I'm just going back. I don't think he's able to keep all those pawns. I mean, they're all weak. E3 is weak. C5 is weak. The question, was c5 hanging? Yeah, possible. I mean, this is such a overwhelmingly winning position that I might have not been too observant. Yeah, rook endgames are notoriously drawish, but 3 pawns. All right, now who's luckily? Did I play him? Luckily doesn't play. Yeah, that is true. There's a small QGA book coming out on Chessable that I checked for possible improvements. I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but it's a fairly basic repertoire featuring just not quite sure how many lines, like 30 or 40. It's a good way, I guess, to start with the QGA, but it's not a project that I was involved in very heavily. Luck lead. Yeah, this is maybe transposing into a Rogozin. Yeah, and this is the Rogozin. Yeah, this is not going to be too challenging, but white is of course very solid. I mean, this pawn structure is well known from many Queen's Gambit lines, and here it looks a bit odd that white has played a3 and the rook on c1. That's a good question. Books on how to convert winning positions. Not sure that I'm like immediately having an idea what you could do. It depends a little bit on what your conversion problem is like. I think it's something that can be very different. There can be very different ways, let's say, of having conversion problems. It could be an endgame technique that you're lacking some sort of basic, relatively basic knowledge, like some winning ideas, or it could be that your time management is lacking, because quite often at the end of the game there are some key moments where you still have to do some real calculation, and if you don't have any time, then it's often something that is more important, let's say, than a particular like chess weakness that you might have. If you lose focus after a while, that could also be a sign of lack of simply, I mean, physical fitness. It's something that is often a problem that I have, that I'm simply not able to focus anymore because the game is too long. I mean, you know what I mean. It's too long for me to keep focus. Okay, now I can take c4. Is that the best way to play? I can also go g5 in this position. Rook c1. I wonder, yeah, but I don't really see a win there. I mean, this should win, of course, but I was looking for something better. I also often have conversion problems, and they are related to various factors. I sometimes have problems with lack of knowledge of certain theoretical endgame positions that would help. Sometimes I just yeah, forget stuff, or I simply recognize, oh, I have no clue how to win this. But my main issue is that I simply, after like say 4 hours, I'm getting too tired and I'm simply playing nonsense. Yeah, I cannot really calculate well anymore, and this is something that is often or that is more addressed by a physical fitness routine than a purely chess routine, like what book should you buy or something. This is just something that improve your physical fitness, and things will also be better chess wise. Yeah, this is just my particular problem. Doesn't have to be your problem, but it's something that should be taken into account. That's also playing a pretty important role. Yeah. I'm not doing a good job here, really. A D pawn is extremely dangerous. Yeah. Run, Forest, run. Shoot. He's got this bloody check on a7. Oh, shoot. No time. Ah, yeah, super, great. Yeah, that's the only way. Some silly mouse trick. Only way to lose this game is a move like rook takes a2. Great. Okay. Yeah, so there was a question if there's any chance for continuation of my YouTube channel. Yes. Yeah, I got some ideas. But it's not going to happen like next week or something, because there's a pretty clear deadline for the Sicilian course, and this has to be done first. Okay, next game against Moby Chess. Yeah, you can easily play d6, but even d5 is an idea. I mean, White's setup is rather slow. That was a pretty silly move, actually. He's got knight g5 now. Yeah, knight g5 is a bit annoying. I can go a5 now. Okay, it's not a big problem. I've got d5, but I didn't play this too well. I made some odd move order decisions here and allowed him to get this in. Yeah, this a5 bind. Yeah, that can happen. There's a yeah, that can definitely happen. There's a post there in the chat that in a 6-hour game there were multiple blunders near the end, missing mate in 1, mate in 4, and so on. Yeah, that can definitely happen. Those super long games. At the end, it's more about stamina than chess in a way. I'm not sure if this is the right way to put it, but then chess is wrong. But it's I mean, stamina plays a very substantial role in such long games. Yeah, white has a fine position here for sure. Don't have anything. I mean, I also don't think I've got a problem in particular, but it's not very yeah, it's not promising here my position. And there are many knights. That irritates me. So what's going on? I can take here. I can also take here. Yeah, come on. Let's just cover this. He always gets b7 if I take d6, f5 he can take b7. It's a bit odd here. The main weird thing is that my king somehow does not participate due to this annoying bishop. Wait, if he takes here, I can take c5. Maybe this is an idea. Really? I can take here, right? Yeah, it's not. He's not promoting. It's close, but he's not promoting. I mean, okay, d8, but I can just take it. Now king d7 and knight c6. No draw, come on. Not going to make a draw here. Black's just better here. Yeah, now the a pawn should do the trick. Yeah, and Moby Chess resigns. I'm surprised that I only have 5 games against him. Feels like it was a lot more. Yeah, again, thanks for playing. Okay, MIM64. We tried to play a game earlier, but it didn't work out due to some technical hiccup. So let's try again to play. It's not working again. No move. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. I wonder what the technical issue is that he's got. Didn't work out earlier from his or her end. Okay, now Your Highness. Your Highness. Your Highness? Maybe. It's not playing either. What's going on here? Okay, knight f3. Let's do something a little bit out of the ordinary. Yeah, that looks good. Let's go for the king. Queen e8, queen h5, f4. It seems like he's trying to immediately prevent those ideas. That's not very nice of him. Whoa, I can take here, right? Then check. Yeah, this is actually not as good as it looks at first, because I'm not threatening all that much. I mean, yeah. I mean, here, do I win some material? Yeah, right? I can take, right? Wins a piece. Okay. So there were some threats. Yeah, thanks for playing, Your Highness. Okay, now Chicharine and Mim. I try Mim again. Somehow seems to be a problem there. It's the third try. Yeah, I don't know. Something odd. Yeah, it somehow doesn't seem to be on the menu. Yeah, that I get to play this game. All right, now let's play Chicharine. What is he up to? C5 is maybe the most principal move against this. You think I should wait longer? I don't know. Yeah, this line, it's usually called semi-Tarrasch, is very comfortable for white, and something that you rarely see in Grandmaster practice anymore. Yeah, he did say that there were some technical issues, so I don't think he wants to annoy me at all. Okay. Huh. Okay, preparing e5. Doesn't react to this at all. I thought that this would be rather... Oh, doesn't do it. Okay. I thought that this would be knight g4. I thought I also have bishop f4. This looks pretty terrible. Yeah, black has simply no space at all. Okay, now how do we play this? What is the Theater Banter Blitz Cup? I have no clue what this is. What is Theater Banter Blitz Cup? I don't know. Yeah, let's just go forward. Just keeping a big initiative. Queen e4. Yeah, I'm not so happy about these trades, but don't really see what else I can do. Queen h7 now a big issue. He basically has to take. And well, he can barely move his pieces, so yeah, queen to d4 maybe. Yeah, bishop c6 is a bit annoying. Okay, let's go here for bishop f6. What is the Theater Banter Blitz Cup? Never heard of that. What? Okay, yeah, I cannot play at the Banter Blitz Cup because again, as it started, I was away on my working vacation. I'm such a stupid moron. If I take and then h6, he's got queen takes e5. Ouch. That was silly. But it still wins, yeah. Yeah, it was still winning, but I completely overlooked this. I had a different idea what to do. Now here, after the capture, I'm checking, and then there's mate on h8. Yeah, thanks for the game, Chicharine. Now, I'm trying this again. Will I be able to play against MIM64? We don't know. But I'm taking... I'm even allowing more time now. It's like the 4th try. Gotta move. Yeah, my vacation place in Slovenia, the internet is just not good enough to do any streaming. I actually had some hopes because the mobile connection is actually pretty fast. I mean, it's kind of telling that in the middle of nowhere in Slovenia, and it is really in the middle of nowhere, the internet connection or the LTE connection is better than in Germany. It's kind of frustrating if you think about German infrastructure. In any case, I thought that this could be an option, but it was, I mean, it is reasonably fast, but it's not very stable, and that is the problem. This is kind of theory, right? I've forgotten the details, of course. Oh my god. I think I've done something wrong here for sure. At some point there's also this move. Okay, now with the bishop on d4, at least he's not easily pushing the pawn all the way home. And I can hope for some counterplay there against the f pawn. Rook a7 I also have prevented. This is good. Okay. Still not entirely certain how I get more going here. Yeah, he might be able to advance his pawn to b6. Okay. But this is a case where I can go rook a8, right? He's got rook a6 maybe. Oh no. But this is a case where I think queen takes f2 is a good move, right? Ah no, he's got rook c1. Okay. It's close though. And this is not made. Huh. Okay. If I go rook d7, what happens? If he takes it, I got queen f2, right? That's made. And where is he going with this thing? Where is the queen going? Is there something funny that he can do? I don't see it. I don't see what he's doing now. Yeah, but the queen f2 works, right? That's over. And mate. That was funny. So what was wrong with bishop c3 was in the chat after queen a5. Bishop c3. Yeah, maybe. I was not really looking to move this bishop. I mean, the bishop on d4 looks brilliant, and I'm not sure that it's useful. I don't know. I got lucky maybe that the tactic was there actually, because of course I didn't see that beforehand. Okay, like one more game. Magic Tales 24 is a new opponent. Let's do it. It's probably going to be the final game of the session, right? Yep. So, Magic Tales. It's not playing. I can still get some new tea. I brewed so much tea. That was a bit too much actually. Okay. Yeah, white should absolutely go to b5. Those lines really lead to basically nothing. It can be slightly tricky, but okay. Just going to be greedy here. Redding Bear says he started playing the English after my video series. Okay. Hope you're doing well with it. Yeah, white, I mean, Magic Tail just gave me the big e4 center pawn for basically nothing. So I'm definitely happy here. Yeah. So how to, wow, castled long, okay. I can immediately start some action on this side of the board. Now knight a1 has to be played, I guess. Knight c5, b6, the knight has absolutely no squares. Yeah, it hurts. I have to go rook. I have to go knight a1. Yeah, if things go wrong for white, here they go really wrong. You can just play bishop e6, rook c8 next and just attack. Yeah, that looks reasonable, but knight c2 is not possible. Still, I wonder if that was the best way to play, honestly. Giving him a bit of control here on the dark squares that I did not really wanted to give him, but it still looks excellent. Tja. In doubt, take a pawn. If you really don't know what to do, take a pawn. It's not like white has huge counterplay. And white is losing on time. Thanks for the game, Magic Tales. Just remembered, I was starting late, right? So I can play one more game. Oh, that was actually a misclick, Olaf. I wanted to play Area 51. I'm going to play 2 games. Come on. I'm playing Olaf at Area 51 after that. Why not? It's not like I've got big things to do. Exactly. Take a pawn. No, I would have played h3, so I'm not unhappy. What are you doing, Olaf? You're not going to mate me, right? That's decidedly unfriendly. Wow. What the heck? This is actually dangerous. After a 3-hour session, I sometimes play complete nonsense. So I don't think this should work, but we'll see what happens. The issue is that I'm fairly safe here. I mean, if I put the bishop on g2, how is he going to checkmate me? Don't quite see how. Bishop g5 now. Has to go to h7. And now let's open the position. He cannot castle queenside. The bishop on g5 is the problem here. Yeah, I can take here, right? Okay. Bishop f6 is playable. Again, my king is relatively safe. Knight f3, there's queen d7 for mate. Relatively best is maybe castling, but it's not going to be enough. Now, I was thinking just to take or e7. I can take. If I go e7 here, can do that. And then queen d7. The threat is queen e6, which he prevented. Can still blunder mates. Queen f7 maybe, for example. And then I go queen f5. Queen f5 would have been reasonable anyway, just simply stopping any kind of nonsense. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks for the game, Olaf. And now, area 51. Let's play area 51. Hope you're not using some alien technology here. That would be very irritating. This is such a weird line. I can never really take it. I always think that it must be weird for white and bad, but somehow I never get to refute it. Problem is, it is not that bad. I guess it looks strange. Wow, really? Really? Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking this, of course. I just wonder what b3 is doing in the long run, what the use of this move is. Yeah, it just looks a little bit more sensible to play. Wow. Really? Okay. How do I get there? Idea is queen c3, e3. Which is unduly ignored. He ignores me. Thinking about this, if I take h4, is he able to somehow trap my queen? That would be really funny. I mean, I'm not going to not take. That's out of the question, but it could be funny, right? I don't see the trickery here. I mean, it's not so easy. If I play like knight d7, he could at least perpetual my queen, because he's got h3 then under control. So I'm checking here. And now, this is the thing. But how, I mean, in order to win the queen, he has to attack it first, and he cannot move this knight. I think this is looking reasonable. Trying to clarify the situation here. Oh, shoot. I can take with the queen though. Yeah, come on. I mean, it's a 3-minute game. Oh shit. Sorry. Ah. Oh wow. Didn't see this at all. Yeah, this is the problem. This is the friggin' problem. Ah, shoot. If I take pawn takes king f8, check king g8. Am I mated? And now I can check here and take the rest of the pawns, right? I should definitely speed up. Ah, God, I know this one. No. Oh my God. What a sick game. Losing this game is really unnecessary. If that wasn't a total win, I don't know. Oh, wow. Nice one. Huh. Can just allow that because everything is covered. Ooh, that was a weird one. Yeah, friggin' knight e4. I have no clue what's going on here. I mean, I don't want to do a big analysis here. I'm just wondering about this game here. Take. I saw that, but I didn't see that it is completely lost, I guess. Yeah, I can take b7. There's just no way to save this. A very, very strange game. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where the win is. I mean, I'm completely winning here, of course, but how exactly, I don't know. Bishop g4 or something? I don't know. That can never work. I mean, absolutely impossible. I mean, we have an engine here somewhere. Anyway, it was an entertaining game for sure. Isn't bishop g4 good? I just want to know. I'm threatening queen takes h4 here, right? This is a big threat. Check knight d7. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show. It was an entertaining show, I hope. And I'll be back next week at the same time. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.